Mooji. We remember that we started last week or the week before when we were the three of us in the class.
Yes.
And we started with this text that is called Trust in Life. And it has the story about the king and the counselor. That is very, it's a funny story, and it's also very profound because it has a very meaningful message for us, for everyone. Okay, so tell me a bit what you remember about this story. What was about what happened with the king and the counselor?
To me? No.
Yes, any of you who wants to start.
Who wants to? Well, this is a story about a king that
you remember that the king has a counselor because one of the funny things it says that the king was not very wise, but she was.
No, because he was hurt in his elbow.
Yeah, he hurt.
And,
he broke his elbow one day.
Yes.
He was sleeping, and when he get up, he had a very he lived in a palace because he was a king.
Yes.
In a very luxurious palace. And you know that you remember that we talk about marble because he have a marble floor in his room. And what happens with marble? Yeah, it's slippery.
It's slippery.
So see, that was the reason why when he get up, he fell. The floor was slippery. He fell down and he broke his leg. And what happened?
He was very, very sad or very furious.
Yes, he was angry, very angry.
Yes, he was angry because he was in a lot of pain.
Yes. And what happened? She when he fell down, he was in pain, and he called his counselor.
Because he needed help.
Yes. And what happened when the counselor came? What did he say to the king?
He said that everything was okay.
Yes,
like, something like that.
The king was there lying on the floor in pain with his broken elbow. And he said, oh, he was very calm. He was not nervous. He was not anxious. And he looked at the king and said, oh, this is good, my lord. So what happened with the king? What did he do?
It was disgusting for him because he thought that the counselor had no empathy for him. So he ran away. He riding his horse.
But first, what did he do? He ordered to
he ordered to put in jail, a kind of jail, at the counselor because he was angry with him. So I think that he the guards drag the dog.
Very good. You remember the vocabulary.
The counselor to the
dungeon, to the jail. Yes, it was a kind of jail. You remember that dungeon means like a calabozo. It could be
dungeon.
It was in the basement of the palace. Okay. So, and then what happened? The king stayed in bed almost for a week. He couldn't move because he had to be at rest too, because he was injured. But one day, what happened?
He felt better. He was beginning to feel better, and he was tired to be in that bedroom, lying on his bed, and he decided to go away.
Okay, to ride he liked to ride. So
yes.
He was a horseman. And so he ride his horse and went away. Very good.
Maybe he had the best horses because he was very rich.
Yes, he was the king. Yes, so they brought him the best horse, the fastest horse.
The faster, yeah.
And with this horse, he went away. Nati, do you remember what happened next?
No.
No,
I don't remember. We get so that part I don't remember.
Okay. Well, so we can read the last part.
Okay.
Again because we read it, but with let me check where I have the.
Okay.
I don't remember where we stopped reading.
We stop with you. We stop when the king went away in his horse. And
yes.
He went very, very far away. And he got this, he went far away, far from his kingdom, far from his kingdom to another land. And he was this at some moment he got distracted because he saw a deer, a very beautiful animal. And so what happened? He didn't see that there was a tree, and he went over the tree, and he fell down again, and he was captured by cannibals, by a wild tribe that was in the forest. At that point, we got the last class. It was.
What is the paragraph?
The paragraph starts when it says.
There he spied a white deer and was so. There.
Yes. Yes. From that point, we can start reading again.
Okay.
Okay. Did you find it, Nati?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start reading from this part, so we remember what happened.
There he spied a white deer and was so captivated by the rare and beautiful sight that he rode into a tree branch. He fell heavily and was making a lot of noise, moaning and groaning, calling out for help, when suddenly he found himself surrounded by a wild-looking tribe who quickly tied him up. His captors were adorned with jewelry made of human bones. It bent down on him that he was in the land of the cannibals.
Okay, yes. It dawned on him. And so when he saw the jewelry made of bones that his captors had, he realized, this is the meaning of dawned on him. He realized that he was in the land of cannibals. So what happened next? Go on a bit more.
His captors had already sent a message by drum to the village. Boom, boom, boom. Meaning, we've got a fat one. The king was horrified and he was carried toward the village and they cheered and danced to the drums.
Yes, they celebrated because they had a lot of food.
Yeah.
They had a fat one. Okay.
Greeted by their jubilant families and a blazing fire, the cannibals put the king inside a hut while the wild celebrations took place outside. The king looked out a tiny window in the hut and saw them laughing while making gestures with a big skewer.
A skewer. A skewer is like a great stick. They used to steer the milk.
Okay.
Yes. There was a great pot, I think, with something boiling. And then they would cook the king.
It should be a very big one because the king was very fat.
Very everything was big there. Okay.
He was terrified out of his wits. Oh no, 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 he cried.
Yes, he was in horror because he realized he would be killed, and not only killed, he would be cooked.
And eaten.
Yes, and eaten. Okay. So, out of his wits, viste como estaba in complete horror, like fuera de sus cabales, quiere decir, out of his wits, estaba completely shocking. He was shocked, in horror. Okay, this is an expression that we can use. He was shocked, in horror. Okay, very good. And Susie, do you want to go on? What happened?
Okay. Then the moment arrived. They dragged him out of the hut towards the fire. He was screaming even more as he could see that they already had the black pepper and salt ready. At the very last, salt and pepper, they were well developed.
All for a spicy food.
At the very last moment, they were pulling him into the fire. The sleeve of his royal robes came off, and they saw his bloody elbow in the sling. Suddenly,
what is a sleeve? You know what is a sleeve?
Yes, of course.
Es una manga.
Yes.
Entonces, you can have also a sleeveless shirt. He had a sleeve, but a sleeveless shirt es una remera sin mangas. Cuando tenemos estas remeritas, it's a sleeveless shirt.
Sorry, the sleeve, what?
Sleeveless.
Sleeveless.
Yes, like colaless, sleeveless. Sleeveless shirt es una remera sin mangas.
Okay.
Without sleeve, it means. Okay, so. And
suddenly the drums stopped. Everyone looked on in dismay. In dismay sería
Oh, dismay is a synonym in Spanish is desmayo, but in dismay with very surprised, means astonished. In dismay, it has this meaning. In dismay,
okay.
and it's a very formal and ancient way of saying this because you know that we are talking about a lot of some
ancient times.
Ancient times, very good. Or so in dismay, it means surprise or
could
astonished.
Be disappointed or not.
Yes, and a surprise, astonished, but yes, in a bad way.
In a bad way.
Yes,
okay.
You can be surprised in a good way, but in dismay, it means that you are that way. We can say they were disappointed and in kind of shock also, because they didn't imagine that he was imperfect.
Yeah, imperfect.
Okay. So disappointed, very good. It's also a similar meaning. Okay.
Yes.
So what happened next? So,
oh, he's imperfect. We can't sacrifice him. They were disappointing.
and
disappointed, no? They
were
disappointed. Disappointed.
You here you may note that there are many words that have to do with strong emotions.
Yes.
Shocking, terrified, and here feeling perturbed. And there are very formal words.
Yes.
Like when we say in Spanish, we say also perturbado. It's a word that we don't normally use, but it has a very strong meaning.
Strong meaning.
Yes, it's shocking. Okay, well, so feeling perturbed.
That they had been deprived of such a juicy feast, they threw
him.
I don't have the next.
Maybe you have it on the other page, on the other side of the page.
Okay. No, I don't have it.
Bueno, el archivito que yo te di el otro día me parece que estaba escrito del otro lado, pero de los dos, era, sí, doble faz.
Ajá.
Pero bueno, si no, después te lo vuelvo a mandar. And I don't know if you can read here in the screen, or well, if not,
the next sentence, which is feeling perturbed that they had been deprived of such a juicy feast, they
threw him over his horse.
I have it. Sorry. Him over his horse and slapped it.
Yes.
The traumatized king held on for dear life, while the confused horse galloped home. A long while later, the exhausted king found himself back in his own kingdom at the gates of the palace. The guards ran over and helped him off the horse. What happened, Your Majesty? Your robes are torn, and you look like you have been through an ordeal.
Yes, this is another way, an ordeal. Another very word with a strong, una odisea. An ordeal is a very traumatized.
Old-fashioned.
Yes, old-fashioned. Yes, old-fashioned. This text is full of old-fashioned words, but it makes the story, it fits perfectly with the story, because it makes the story more shocking and with more suspense and more a very, very, very extreme situation. Okay, so
back in his room, he collapsed under the impact of his clothes brush with death. Then, as he began to reflect about how likely he was to have had a broken elbow, he remembered the counselor's words. It was separated. The counselor words. "This is good, my lord." He remembered what the counselor had told him.
Yes. He realized what was the true meaning of these words, that this is good, my lord. After being, this is another expression, he says that in the room, he collapsed to collapse under the impact, so that he was very shocked by this, what he had experienced, because he was about to, he saved his life. He miraculously have saved his life, because this, to be his close brush with death is very poetic, this form of saying, because a brush, what is a brush? Brush es un cepillo, and to brush es to, como vieron que in Spanish we say, como que tuvo un roce, que estuvo ahí al borde de la muerte, decimos nosotros. And a close brush es como, porque close es very, very near. Something that is close is very, very near death. Y close brush es como si fuera, if we want to have to translate it literally, decíamos como un roce con la muerte, porque brush es eso. You can brush your hair, es cepillarse, ¿no? Okay. So,
perdón, además de close brush with death, there is another expression, close brush with something else.
I don't know if it is another expression. Maybe, because it is, yes, it's kind of, it's an expression, but it's very formal, and it is literary. It's a literary expression. It is not an idiom like these expressions that we use in everyday language. It's a very literary expression. Okay. So then, well, he remembered. As a result, we can say, as a result of this experience, this very shocking experience, and that he was very near to die. He was about to die, and he saved his life, made him realize and made him reflect on what had happened, and what he and as a result of this, he changed his behavior. He realized that he had been unfair with the counselor. So he what happened? What did he do?
The king immediately hurried to the dungeon. "My poor counselor, he's been in jail for a week. I must see him." In the dungeon, the counselor was just sitting there calmly. Oh, my counselor.
And here we have, when you know that I like this opposition, because when the words to describe the king are all shocking, terrified, perturbed. And when we talk about the counselor, he was always calm, relaxed. Everything was good for him. So he was
Like
just
sitting.
Yes, he had been in jail for a week, but he didn't care about it. He was very calm, and all was okay for him. Okay, so Nati, go on a bit more.
The counselor stood up. Oh, Your Majesty, what is the problem? Then the king told the story of his capture and ended by saying, you are indeed my best counselor. A week ago, you, in your wisdom, could somehow tell that breaking my arm was good, but I locked you up for it. I'm so sorry. How can I make amends? The counselor responded, it's good, my lord. How can being looked up for a week be good, said the king. Well, my lord, you have been wanting to go on a long ride for some time, and I always go everywhere with you. The cannibals would have captured us both, and when they saw that they couldn't sacrifice you, they would have sacrificed me. So it's good for me to be here.
So he was very positive and very optimistic. He always saw the
right side,
the good side of the story. Okay. So what is the reflection that we can what we can learn from this story? What does this story show us? Let's see, read the last, that is a kind of reflection of what is the meaning, or the true meaning, or the message, the message underlying this story. Nati, do you want to go on?
The point of this story is that you never know how things are going to turn out. Sometimes we jump to premature conclusions, judging things to have gone badly. But if you just keep quiet and trust in life, but don't wait, you will come to see that the quieter you are, the more you are able to see things as they really are. And so your heart will be filled with gratitude for that wisdom.
Okay, let's stop a bit here, because this is very, very important and very useful, that we are so quick to jump to conclusions. What is to jump to conclusions? To judge at first sight what we see in appearance, when things are, or that, remember the other day, Susie, that we talked about the word to label things.
Yes.
We are very quick.
In a premature way.
Yes, because label is another word that can be used as a verb or as a noun. A label is una etiqueta. A label. Entonces, it is very useful to observe things before judging them. And that's why we have these words when every time in the text it is the counselor is described, because he is, and you know, here the last part of this sentence that says, and so your heart will be filled with gratitude for that wisdom. To begin to learn to observe, you have to be wise, instead of, because we are very used to overreact or to react immediately, instead of observing, or instead of feeling or trust. That's why the text is called Trusting Life. Instead of trusting or believing or have confidence that everything comes for the best, in spite or although we can't see why something is happening to us. We have to, and that's why this other word that prematurely, premature, when we have act prematurely, this quick reaction lead us to what? To misinterpretation. We can misinterpret what is really happened. So let's read the last paragraph. Susie, do you want to read it? The mind?
The mind is always acting prematurely and is quick to pass judgment. Therefore, it is always misinterpreting things. But what may seem like life being challenging may really open up the possibility for your mind to see in another way, to perceive the beauty that you might not have appreciated at this subtle level of conscientiousness.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. The action is in the in the first.
Consciousness.
Yes, consciousness. Had you, sorry, I'm reading again.
Yes.
That you might not have appreciated at this subtle level of consciousness had you remained in a better situation. These quakes can actually be great motivators, great facilitators for a deeper understanding on your own nature. All of this is part of life. It's natural that things go wrong sometimes. They go wrong so that they can go right.
Okay, yeah. There are very important words here. I like to read in this way because you can not just read, but also experience the power of some words. Like, for instance, it says, a deeper understanding of your true nature. Quakes, what are quakes? A quake, an earthquake is, what is an earthquake? Un sismo, an earthquake.
Yes.
So an earthquake, a quake is these movements.
Strong movement.
Yes. And a strong movement, very good. An earthquake. So can be great motivators. And we can, because, and facilitators. Something that is a facilitator is giving you an opportunity of seeing things differently. And he says, all this is part of life. But, and why it says it's an opportunity for you to understand yourself better, because you become, if you begin to observe your actions and your behavior, you realize that how important is to observe before acting, that an immediate reaction sometimes leads to a bad judgment or to misinterpretation. So this is a great teaching that we have to.
Yes, but I think that taking all what happened in a good way, it's like feeling like a monk because I can't do that in my life. I can't feel everything for the good.
But
in a good way. I can't do it.
You can start by trying to, because it is not this story also, only this story. If we begin to reflect on other experiences that we had in our lives, it is you can, I'm sure that you will find out or you will discover this, that sometimes
Maybe.
a bad experience in fact was good for you. For instance, I remember that when I many years ago, when I still lived in Santa Fe, I was very young and I was working, and I worked all day, so I couldn't study because I have to attend the translation course, and I had to attend classes in the afternoon at the time I was working. So I worked in a place that didn't want students. They forced me to, they didn't want people who study. So I have to quit the translation course because I couldn't study at that time. And I began, but I didn't want to give up studies forever. So I found an institute that was 2 blocks from the place I worked, and I started to study other things. It has to do with technology and computing. But well, in fact, I wanted to go on studying translation, but I couldn't. So some time passed, and then they discovered that I studied. So they fired me. And for me, it was very a difficult situation, because I live by my own. I had to pay the rent. I didn't know what I would do, because I have, and it was a very difficult time. You know that here in Argentina we had a lot of crises.
We are always in a difficult time.
Yes, and for me it was very the worst thing that ever happened to me. And what happened? 15 days passed, and I found another job in a time where there were no jobs, because it was a very difficult time for the nation. And I found another job with another schedule, I work only during the morning, and in the afternoon, I could resume my studies of translation. So this very bad and difficult situation that had terrified me turned out to be good for me. But this is this is an example of experience that it seemed to be bad, but in fact it was very good for me. So we have to trust, my friends. Maybe if you, I'm sure that if you start to think about your own experience in your life, you will find another that is like or similar like this. That apparently it was very, very bad, but it turned out to be for good. Okay. Well, my friends, what we can do now is, you remember that we had some vocabulary exercises. We can do at least one of the exercises to review them. Let me check here.
Fill the blanks?
Filling the blanks, yes. The fillings the blanks exercises. Let me check where I have it. Here. I will share the screen. Give me just a minute. Second. Here. So, well, this is useful to learn the vocabulary. So, for instance, number 1. Nati, do you want to do it?
Yes. Sometimes we go through difficult situations, but they help us grow.
Very good. Go through. It's a synonym of what? Go through. You remember it is a phrasal verb, and it's a synonym of experience. We experience difficult situations, but they help us grow. This is what we were talking about. Okay. Susie, the next one.
I think it's, I don't know, but you can't control what will occur in the future.
Yes, will occur or will, yes, will occur in the future. It's okay, very good, occur. Very good. The next one.
It takes courage to trust in life, even when things look uncertain.
Very good. It takes courage, yes. We have to be courageous, but we learn a lot from these difficult experiences. Even when things look uncertain, when we don't know what is going to happen, but we have to trust. This is the most difficult thing to do. Okay. Number 4.
All challenges and transitions are part of life's flow.
Very good. All changes and transitions.
All changes and transition.
Very good. It's okay. Number 5.
Nothing in this world lasts forever. Nothing is eternal.
Eternal. Very good. Nothing is eternal. Okay. The following one.
The king wanted to make amends for having locked up his counselor.
Yes, because his behavior has not been good. So he was, he wanted to, we can say also that he wanted to apologize with the counselor, because
But apologize is not in the...
No, but I'm saying the...
you're explaining, yes.
Yes, that what is
Okay.
the meaning?
The meaning, yes.
Okay. The next one.
Many unexpected events have befallen to me this year.
Bien. Great. Okay. For having here. Befallen. Befallen, you remember, is a synonym of what? It's an old word, an ancient word, old-fashioned word, and it's a synonym of happen.
Happen.
Yes, very good. Befallen. Okay.
The guards had to drag the prisoner to the dungeon.
Very good. Drag.
Drag.
Yes, this word is used twice in the text. When with the counselor, when the guards drag the counselor to jail, and then with the king, he was dragged by his captors to put them in the boiling pot, but then he saved his life. To be dragged, because here in the text it was explained what is to drag, arrastrar, to make something. Okay. Number 9.
People often make premature judgments about situations.
Very good. Premature judgments. Very good. It's the same as saying that we are quick to judge. Okay. Every
life has its own challenges and blessings.
Very good. Every life. And here it is used as a noun, life. And then in the next one,
we all want to live in peace and harmony.
And harmony. Very good. We all want to live, this is a verb, in peace and harmony. And the last one, number 12.
I don't know. Some experiences can change our lives forever.
Lives forever. Yes. These are all the variants of this word. As a verb, as a noun, it is pronounced differently, and also when it is in plural, the F changes to a V. Lives. Lives. Okay. The same happened, you remember, with live. In English is a pattern that the F, when we have a word that has an F in singular, when it changes to plural, live also is leaves. Leaf, what is a leaf? Of a tree. A leaf of a tree, una hoja de un árbol. But if you say the leaves of a tree, this is plural. Okay. Well, my friends, so well, we can do the next one, and we finish for today. Part 2. What the word means. Transition. What it means.
Be.
Changes
or passages from one stage to another.
Very good. The next one.
A.
Yes, the opposite of eternal is temporary.
Right.
Okay. Well, now you see number 3, Susie.
To make amends.
Yes.
To make amends means, I think that to repair and apologize for something.
Yes, very good. Here the number C is yes, like this. To repair or apologize. This is to make amends. And to make amends is another formal expression that we in everyday language we use this. We say we apologize. If you realize that you have your behavior has not been good, you go and or you have hurt someone or you have misjudged someone, you have to apologize. To say, what is to apologize? To say, well,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Very good. Sorry.
But it's a very common word or expression in laws.
Yes, to make amendments. It's illegal, yes.
It's legal, yes.
Yes, it's a legal expression.
Very common.
Very common to make amendments, yes. Okay, and the last one?
B, to experience.
Very good. The expression to go through means to experience. Very good. Well, my friends, it takes us almost 2 classes or 3, this text, but it has been very, very useful. This kind of text that makes us reflect and observe. Observe observe our own actions. And you are right, Susie, when you say, well, and sometimes
for me it's very difficult.
Yes, but at least, you can, it makes you think that what happens, and it's a part of our evolution also, that to see beyond what our senses show us. You know that the spiritual masters say this, that we have to, but we are so used to experience life only through our senses, only through what we see, what we feel, what we taste. And
is it the meaning is sensitive way of experiencing things? Is it sensitive?
Yes, you have asked a very useful question, because they are kind of false friends in English. What is the difference between a sensitive and a sensible person? A sensitive is what we in Spanish say es una persona sensible. That he experienced through, they have very deep feelings. Es una persona muy sensible, that everything that happens affects profoundly or emotionally. This is the meaning of sensitive, sería sensible. But sensible is a sensible decision, es una decisión sensata, or a sensible person. This is the difference. Pero vieron que
confusing.
spelling, yes, is confusing because it's like the opposite of the meaning we have in Spanish. Sensible es sensata. Okay. Well, my friends,
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't have part 3 of the exercise.
Part 3 of the this one, part 3 and part 4. Maybe I added this one. I will send it to you. I will share. I think that the file you have is from today
no,
well,
from the other class.
The file I sent today because I added this last part today, or not today, for Monday when I took it to the. Yes, these are the reading comprehension questions, and these are your homework for next class. That well, the part 3 is a reading comprehension that I think that we have already done it. That the questions about the story. But if you want, it's just a short homework. But it is useful for you to practice if you can write something. Because it's a writing, it says, write a short paragraph, a very short paragraph between 5 and 7 lines, saying, tell me about a time when something seemed bad at first, but later turned out to be good. How did you learn to trust life? An experience like the one I told you, for example. Maybe you have something that you, or if it is not your own experience, maybe you know something that happened to other one and you want to write about it. The purpose is that you can write something. If you, because you know that there are all different skills. One is to speak, the other to write, the other to listen. So let's try to do it for our next class.
Okay.
Well, my friends, and this is all for today. We didn't have a time to do a brief meditation because I have another class today. No, but well, try to at least for some minutes or just to finish this beautiful meeting. Let's try to experience what is to find this peace that it is within us when we are in silence and when we connect with ourselves. Just or try to do it before going to sleep. Just take a few minutes to stay with you and to just to be in silence and see what happens. Try not to engage with your thoughts. And if it is difficult for you, maybe you can listen to a short contemplation or a short meditation or a kind of peaceful music. But it is good also to try to change our habits, because I don't know what do you do before going to sleep, but we are so used to see the phone or begin. We are the moment we touch the pillow, we still continue thinking about what were our problems. No, don't think. Try not to think. Try to go to sleep in this way, in silence.
In a quiet way.
In a quiet way. Bit by bit. Well, my friends, thank you.
Okay. Bye.
And see you soon.
Have a nice
for
week.
being here. Yes, yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.